Welcome to Harbour Studio. Today my client wanted a mullet with a taper fade, so I'm going to walk you through how I achieved the look today. First I'm going to saturate the hair. You want to get it very wet because it's going to be a lot of scissor work for this mullet. Once you've done that, you're going to want to section off from the crown to the recession point. You're going to do that on both sides. So I'm going to start creating my foundation. At the front I'm going to go very tight to the head because that's where my clipper work's going to be. But as I get further and further, I'm going to start to angle out my fingers so that it's longer towards the back. Now at the back I'm only going to take off a couple centimeters because he likes to keep his mullet long, so I'm not really taking a lot of length off the back. You're going to create this foundation all the way around the head. Now I'm going to start making sections from behind his ear. And now you're going to have a guideline all the way around the head at the top, and you're just going to want to connect the bottom hair to the foundation that we just created. So I'm just going to keep on taking small panels and work my way around the head. With the hair that I'm using right now behind the ear, I'm pulling it slightly forward so it's over directed so it retains more length. As I start to get more towards the back, you're going to start seeing me pull it straight from the head rather than pulling it forward. So you're going to do this all the way around the head, and then you're going to do the exact same on the other side as well.
VEEDY.
And as I get to the bottom, I'm slightly angling out again because I want to retain length in the bottom so that it looks more like a mullet. Now I'm just making sure the bottom is nice and tidy, so I'm just pulling out and like evening it out. Now I'm just going to go in with my feather razor and just take some weight out of it because you don't want that bottom part of the mullet to be too heavy. Then I've seen some spots that just look too heavy, so I'm just putting the feather razor through it to take some weight out. Now that the back's done, we're going to work on the top. So I'm going to split the hair down the middle, and then I'm going to start connecting the top to the work that we just did previously. So you'll see your guideline underneath and you want to match it. But as I get to the front, I'm going to slightly angle out just so that I can keep the fringe a little bit longer. Now you're going to have a guideline from the work we just did on the left side and the right side of the head, the parietal ridge. So when you lift the hair up, there's going to be a peak in the middle at the top of the head. You just want to match it to the sides. So I'm actually point cutting it here because I want to have like a nice textured look.
VEEDY.
As I get more and more towards the front, I'm going to start over directing it backwards because I want to retain length in the fringe. Now I'm just going to make the fringe nice and even when it sits forward. Now we're going to dry it off and then we'll get ready for our clipper work. So I'm going to go in with my 4 and it's going to be all the way closed, and that's just going to blend into the work that we did previously. Then I'm going to use my trimmers to create my first guideline, and I'm going to go in with my shaver just to bold it out. With this taper I've gone slightly behind the ear because he's used to getting a burst fade, so I wanted to give it a slight burst effect. First I'm going to go in with my 0.5, so clip it all the way open. Then I'm going to close it all the way and start flicking at that bottom guideline. Then I'm going to go to a 0.2 and a 0.3 until it's blended out. Next will be my 1 guard all the way open. Then I'm going to close it all the way and start flicking at that bottom guideline. Now I've gone to my half guard and it's halfway open, so it's on a 0.3, and I'm just going to completely take out that guideline we just created. Next is my 2 guard all the way open, just flicking into that 4 that we created. Then I'm going to close it all the way and start softening that dark line up. Then we're going to use our 1.5 guard halfway open just to further take out that dark line. We're really softening it up. Then we're going to use our 1 guard all the way open, start flicking at the dark line. Then I'm going to close it halfway, and then I'm going to close it all the way until it's blended out. Now I'm going to start lining up his C-cup and his sidebar. I'm using my sharp trimmers here to get a nice sharp line.
VEEDY.
Then I'm going to slightly shape up around his ear as well, so it's nice and tidy and it gives a better effect to the taper. Now I'm just using a slight bit of enhancement on his C-cups just to get the fade to pop a little bit more. Going to do some razor work on the beard. Now I'm going to work on styling, so I'm just blow drying in the direction that I want the hair to lay and get it ready for some product. So I'm going to use some powder, and I'm just going to let that fall into the roots of his hair to give it some volume and some texture. Then I'm going to finish it off with some hairspray as well. So as you can see, this is the way he walked in, and this is the final look. Make sure to subscribe for more tutorials, give the video a like if you liked it, and feel free to comment if you have any questions.